you. Let me present myself. I'm Christian Baillet, and I'm the founder of Wanit. Do you see the slide moving? Yes? It's changed? Yes?
Yes,
okay.
yes, it works.
So Wanit is a green deep tech startup that develops products that allows the cost-effective incorporation of renewable energies for all type of housings, especially the smallest, and improve the energy efficiency of hot water distribution. Our first product range consists of a small hybrid water heater connected by a simple cable to a 1 to 5 PV panels, extremely compact, dual tank, and simple to install, which allows each household to reduce its energy bills for hot water by 85% for decades and without any maintenance. What is happening? We are arriving in a moment where we have to quit the fossil fuel and gas. And in some countries already, they've decided to stop that. And everywhere, the public aids that are given for helping renewable energy to be installed on the housings are decreasing or are removed. It's not the case in Brussels, but it's the case in many countries and in other regions in Belgium already. So what's the main problem is that when you try to install renewable energy in your house, renewable energy in housing is that people don't live in their house during the day, and so they self-consume only less than 30–35% of the electricity produced. So when there is no public health, even especially for small fields, the return of the investment is something like 27 years. So we have to improve the self-consumption of the electricity. There are other solutions for installing renewable energy in housing, like thermosolar installation or heat pump. But these installations have many problems, like size, like big investment, and lots of maintenance and pipes for heat pump and so on. So they are not so cost effective, and the return on investment is not very good. So the system that will allow us to be cheap, simple to install without any maintenance, allows to use all the production and store it into the house will be the king, and that's what we have developed. This is the product. It's something that you can connect directly the PV panel to your water heater, and to dedicate all the production of 3 to 5 PV panels to your installation. And so you are sure that you will use all what you can do of the electricity you produce. To store it, it's a dual tank that permits to allow very quickly hot water available. And if you have more production and want to heat during the night, it's possible to use batteries. You don't have to connect it to your installation to make certification. You only need hot water, cold water, and a cable, and it's done. So you can guarantee the return on investment. I will go quick because we lost a little bit of time. Our product is really in the center of all our preoccupations, because it allows affordable and clean energy for all housings. It covers not all the need of electricity, but it covers what you can do of small photovoltaic fields, especially for people who don't have many places on the roof or on the elevation facade to place them. It's also something that helps the city not to increase the distribution of electricity, and to make sure that every house do his best to have water, hot water for the hygiene. It's guarantee the security of the quality of the water by the thermal treatment. And it also indicates a way to use the energy in a responsible way, because you start to pay your hot water only if there is a less of sun. So if you don't want to pay for your water, you just adapt your quantity of water, hot water that you use, and you will always be under the radar. What is our market? Our market is very huge because every household needs hot water. And today, more than 1.3 million of small water heater of less than 80 liters are sold in the countries around Belgium, like France, Germany, Netherlands, and UK. France for us is the best market to start because it's a country that have a lot of development of the electricity distribution due to the nuclear power, with houses that are very a lot in the countryside, and so there are a huge demand for reducing the bill of electricity and to install renewable energy. But all the countries around Belgium, and we make a study with the INSEAD people last year to define what is the best countries to start. And we have different regulation, different interest in different countries. And we can say that for us, in Belgium, for example, it's not interesting to start in Brussels, but Wallonia and Flanders are already very interesting to invest. We have estimates our addressable market of something like 500,000 packs per year, because it's not possible to install a product everywhere. There is a problem of roof not exposed. There is problem for quality of buildings in the cities, patrimonial, and also other big community that are not easy to go with. So we try to reach less than 1% of the water here with market in 5 years, which is already huge. And our product, sorry, I got too quickly. Our product fits for other use, like for off-grid installation, completely for Africa, for mobility, for people who have already invested in PV panels that want to increase their self-consumption because of the changing of the rules, like the prosumer tariff. So there are lots of sector that we can go, like the sector that is decreasing completely. In the yes.
One question: do you have a okay? The market is very big. That we see all the options. Do you have a solution for people who have already solar panels, and how would that work? Would this be
so the solutions for the moment, and we develop a special side product for them, but for the solution for us is to unplug 4 or 5 panels and to install our water system on these 4 or 5 plants directly connected. We are working on a side product to be able to switch very simply the production between one to the other system. But for the moment, that's the way we do.
Yeah, I see a solution where it would heat when you don't consume. Everything that you don't consume goes to your boiler, actually.
There are PV heaters that already exist, but the problem with the PV heater are that they are just on off, so they are just working when a certain rate of production is reached, and when the rate is over, they inject the electricity also. So it's less interesting, and the costs are the same, in fact, of our products. So we have more efficiency than the PV heater.
Okay, we have 3 minutes left. So
yeah, just to finish. Where we are launching the product now. We are some product that already installed in test for with the CPS of Tournai, with the Régie Foncière de Saint-Gilles, that we have a contract with them, and we have launched the pre-sales already. And so now the target is to go to the market. And we have to face some challenge for that, and to go to different problems, like to start selling abroad Belgium, to increase team, to go to raise money, and all for that. We think that maybe BrightWolves could help us in that strategy to define, and all the process that we have to install in that in the next year. So thank you. I think I'm just right on time.
Yes. Any questions?
I have a question. This will be mainly for individuals. How do you intend to reach them? Because I do think this is for many households a quite significant investment, and although, I mean, might be a business case, but how will you reach them and convince them?
So our product can reach the customer with 2 ways, or by direct information, or by the installer, plumber, and all the people who are installing already PV panels. In fact, it's increasing their market. Already today, less than 1% of the PV installation are under 5 panels. So that permits them to install and to have clients for smaller installation without reducing too much the money that they can do for that. And for the collectivity, what is very interesting is that when you have buildings with apartments, you don't have any solution to install renewable energy very easily, and that's the way. And if you install a collective installation on the roof, you cannot very easily separate the production to give them to each apartment. With our solution, you only put amount of panel for each apartment, and you have only a cable to link them, and it permits to stop the hot water loop during mainly more than half the season, and that reduce also the quantity of energy that are lost in the water loop in the big condominium. So there are more energy efficiencies if you install our product in the collectivities.
Thank you very much, Christian, for this great pitch. This is the end of the 15 minutes. So I will ask the jury to go to the jury room, and we'll bring the